reinvention.
Now, is that a real, I don't want to say a real job, is that a transition job in itself, this parallel track, or is it consulting, or what
It
does
could
it
be
look
a
like?
variety of different things.
Okay.
So let's say somebody has an area of expertise that they could turn into consulting very quickly, then that could be maybe the, what I call the stop the bleeding
Yes.
syndrome,
Right.
where they could go out and get some consulting gigs, which will bring cash in, which can pay then for their reinvention. Because the reinvention, if you're really going to dramatically change careers like I did from high-tech marketing into career coaching, it can take many, many years.
Right, right.
It may not just take 12 months.
Right.
So you need to have cash coming in, and then you can use that cash to live on, but also if you have to go back and get retrained, you can use some of that money to pay for your retraining, to pay for your coaching. And so it really depends on the person's situation. It could be that they go out and they consult. It could be that they take a similar job in a same industry, or in another industry, they might take something slightly lower to have a little bit less stress so that they can spend more time working on their reinvention and their plan B.
I was going to ask you about taking a lesser job. I mean, some people are very scared to do that because they're afraid they'll get pegged in that role and then they won't be able to advance back to where they were.
I think it depends on your goals
Okay.
and where you want to go. I've had people come to me and say, I definitely want to reinvent, I definitely want another career, but I have to do something because I need to pay the bills.
Okay.
So let's take an example of someone who came to me. They could be a sales manager and they want to do something completely different.
Okay.
Well, maybe they take a job as a salesperson so that they don't have as much stress and responsibility as a manager.
Right.
Take a job as a salesperson, that will generate cash. They can use that cash, and maybe the more, if they're in a sales role, they have a little bit more autonomy and flexibility than if they're in a management role. And then they can use that autonomy and flexibility and the additional cash to start building contacts in the new field, maybe taking some professional development to build up their credentials in the new field.
Right.
So it's a slight tweak. So the tricky thing is everybody's so different.
Okay.
And everybody handles money differently. Some people get laid off and they're just really hysterical and really nervous and they need something immediately. Other people are willing to take 3 months and take some time off their busy schedule to sit back and think and do assessments and reevaluate.